Jesus, dude, how you been?
I've been good.
Oh,
Yeah.
in here,
Can't
as in
complain.
chat, or
No, in Video Ninja, Rosa.
I cannot hear Steven Video Ninja.
Yeah. Couldn't tell you. I hear him okie dokily. Yeah, so Steve, this is Rosa Nagashi.
Hi.
And she's actually mixing my my rendition of the song I'm going to show you.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was invited to. So, by the way, for those just so everyone's aware, Steve has no idea what the fuck is going on. Okay. So Rosa is what's called a VTuber. Okay.
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 Now,
Right. Give me one second. I'm quickly gonna rejoin the video so I can actually hear both of y'all. Give me like 1 second.
Yeah. So let me just chat real quick. Yeah. So now I got to adjust my thing here.
I still can't see. I still can't even see Steve in the room.
Maybe it's a permission thing. So the last time I think we spoke, Steve, it's been over a decade.
I was trying to think like when it actually was. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that sounds right.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, because I mean.
So that solo link is giving me a blank screen, unfortunately.
I think that sounds right. That's crazy.
Yeah. God, man, time flies.
Yeah.
Oh, one second to the lead up because it's been about a decade.
Mm-hmm.
So the lead up to this whole thing is that for the last like 8 years after my nonprofit, after I kind of handed that off, I started doing content creation because I don't know if I told you, it's been a while, so you probably forgot. But before Temple, I was in California, and a retired San Francisco opera singer gave me free voice lessons 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And that helped me prepare for my audition at Temple, and so I got free voice lessons 5 days a week for 2 years.
Great.
Yeah, and so I was asked to pay it forward. So for the last 8 years, while working whatever paid the bills, I was trying to teach people for free.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, a couple of years into it, people started saying, that I was teaching, like, I'd love to see you do like React videos. I was like, oh, good, so I can be the scum of the internet. Awesome. But like they were like, you have a way of looking at things, and like that is beneficial, so go for it. So I started doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, 8 years later, someone sends me the thing that I'm going to show you.
Okay.
And I did something uncharacteristic, which is I didn't do any prep. I just watched it live and made a video. I have had videos in terms of numbers do like 10x this one. So I've gone viral before. The difference is that this time, this video came with a community of people who just were like, this guy, he's okay. Rosa was one of the first people who was a creator in the space, who reached out.
I have created a new room, by
Let's
the way.
do that.
I've sent you the link and the password, so you can pass that along to Steve as well.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. So we figured it out. Go. All right. So so Rosa reached out and put me in touch with the composer of this piece that I'm going to show you, and that started this crazy 2-month period where I've met names that won't mean anything to you but mean a lot in this space. So Michi Mochivi, Bajiru, Pharaoh, Starlight Daryl, God, there's a long list. Yusan, Monty Bagel. So this is like a microcosm of the internet, this VTuber culture, right? So but like Iron Mouse, who is the singer on the track I'll show you, is one of the biggest creators in the space. And her live stream will have like 10,000, 15,000 viewers. Her videos will get millions of views. So like, small corner of the internet, but not that small, right? So after 2 months, there's conventions worldwide for this, right? So I've been invited to sing Music Box of Fate, which is the recording I'm going to show you, at the biggest VTuber convention in the world.
Cool.
So,
like VTuber Mecca, basically.
Excellent. That's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
It's to the point where, like, you know, I've been in this space and for like, I want to say like 3-4 years now, and like I've never even been able to go there up until this year.
Oh wow.
Just because, like, I mean, I live on the other side of the world, so that's one thing. But like, I've been trying to like get a panel or like some sort of like in at this convention for the past 3 years and never failed. And then Lesage swoops in and manages to speed run the whole community in 2 months.
Somehow he finds a way, right? Somehow he finds a way.
Yeah. There's
no, it's been really cool to see.
Yeah. There's not much I can do about the echo, guys. I apologize, but so it's probably video.
Is it? Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
All right, I've muted all of us on video now.
Dope. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, there it is. Works out. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. And God, the other names I've forgotten, like Yam, Albat, and then Wonderiku. God, there's a lot. I met a lot of people in a very short period of time. Yeah. So. So yeah, like I was just trying to pay it forward and teach for free, and then my community that kind of found me through all this stuff funded free voice lessons so that I'm now full time. I do this full time.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
So now for those a little background on Steve. Steve was my roommate in college, and you've had your own journey that I haven't been. It would be weird to say aloud that I've been following your career every now and then. So you got your doctorates. I can call you Dr. Crino, can't I?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Yes, you
can. Yeah. So you got your doctorates at Peabody Conservatory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a bad school. So
it was a great place. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
I was telling people, leading up to this, told people, like, you used to do crab cannons for the shits and giggles.
I frankly still do. So.
Yeah, that does not surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working on a piece right now, and there's 1 or 2 in there actually. So.
You're writing it in your music? Okay. All right. That's a flex. For those who don't know, you want to explain what a crab cannon is, by the way, because you'll probably explain it better than I.
So basically it's like it's a type of canon where you're writing music kind of left to right, but that same music is then being written right to left. So they meet in the middle, and then you kind of write something that works backwards. So you kind of get something that's working forwards and backwards on itself.
Yeah.
Very fun.
It's very fun. You said, yeah. Some people I'm sure feel that way. I don't think many.
For me, it's fun. For me, it's fun. But maybe not everybody, but that's okay.
One of the things that I really enjoy about your music is because of your obsession with counterpoint. It's just how enjoyable. I mean, like, I sang your choir pieces and like your fondness for melody. And the simple way to explain counterpoint for folks is that it's melody that creates harmony, right? You probably have a more eloquent explanation, and you're welcome to do that, Professor Crino.
So counterpoint. That's a great start. I think that if you think about, like, for example, like choral music, right? Let's say you've got like four parts, right? So you can think vertically about, like, what are all those parts sounding like together, right? And that's maybe making a chord or something like that. But then you can also think about, like, okay, what is like the individual journey of the soprano and the alto and the tenor and the bass, right? And so that's more of the line that each person has to sing. And so when you study counterpoint, you are kind of studying how to write, smooth flowing lines that are both independent and, melodic in themselves, but also work vertically at each moment. And that kind of balance is the challenge of it, you know. So you're always, you know, even when you're thinking like horizontally, you still have to think vertically at the same time. And so, but the study of counterpoint is basically you learn the different. There's what's called species counterpoint, and that's basically different kind of rhythmic ratios that you write. So you start with like one note against another note, and then you start with one note against two notes, and then four notes, and then fifth species is just combining all of those together. So that's kind of a brief overview of what counterpoint is and kind of how you would kind of how you start studying it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was gonna play Iron Mouse first, but after that explanation, I feel like it's warranted to show people a little bit of Steve's music. So I have a link here because, you know, we haven't given you enough to open on your computer.
Yep.
Yeah. So by the way, on your Zoom call, make sure that you have like echo cancellation and stuff like that on, because I imagine you don't have headphones with a mic and stuff.
I'm not currently using headphones. I can get headphones if you need me to.
Let's do that.
Have a pair.
Yeah, let's do that, because that way you can
okay.
have a little bit more fun with all that stuff.
Cool. Here, let me set these up.
Put this in Zoom chat. So the way that this works is with the watch together. And Rosa, you could probably do the screen share on video.
That depends. Can Steve still see me on video?
Let's see. Currently, no.
Okay, then the screen share there probably won't work either.
Well, but like that's the thing with watch together, is as long as he has that link open, like he's not streaming. So
right.
Yeah, it's okay if he doesn't see it because he'll see the watch together. But it's just an easy way for us to have like a scene.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're. I'm
picking
up what you're putting down. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you need me to click this link, right?
Yeah. So you click that link, and then we all control this player together. So you can pause, all that stuff, and all that. So hit that full screen.
Where's the full screen on watch together?
It's in the gear.
Uh-huh.
So which one of the three that you showed me? There's the somewhere back of the sun, stay for a while, and stretching towards the sky.
Let's do stretching towards the sky.
Okay. That they're doing this while doing the staging is cruel.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh. Steve might have dropped out of video.
Right.
Steve has returned.
The volume up a bit on my end for this. There we go.
Do you hear that? Must be Papa calling. Time to go. Time to go. The fireflies. Next time.
You're on piano?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So Steve's music, what I've always loved about what it is that Steve does is one, obviously, you can hear that he has an ear for melody, right? But also,
Yeah.
how easy was it to follow the harmonic progressions, Rose? Are probably not very, right?
I mean,
It's not that they're obtuse.
I wouldn't. Yeah, no. It's not that it was like convoluted, but
Yeah.
there were definitely a lot of times where I thought it was going a certain way, and then like I got caught by surprise a little bit.
Yeah.
In like a good way.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy that personally. I enjoy subversion of expectation, especially harmonically. I'm not good at
Yeah.
writing subversion of expectation because obviously I go where my brain expects me to go.
I don't know.
But-
When you get me with the megalovania, I don't see it coming.
Okay, well, but that's different. That's
Yeah.
different.
So, we can kill the screen share for a bit, and I'll just chat a little bit. So, Steve
Yeah.
played, or Steve studied a method that was taught by someone by the name of Nadia Boulanger. Right, and like the Vidal exercises and all that. Now, I imagine you've done quite a bit more different methods. Since since we worked together.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely still, it was, something that happened during like very formative years. And so it's still something that is important to my, writing process and just, considerations when I'm composing, and, but yeah, I mean, I think, I've also, explored things outside of that pedagogy as well, and that's fun and exciting too.
Just to clarify, because there's a creator in this space by the name of Vettel. So the Vidal exercises are different from Vettel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right. Now for something completely different. I want to show you this piece of music that got me into all this trouble.
Okay. Yep.
So now we can go back to the screen share. So thank you for VJing.
I'll start the screen share back up.
Yeah. Thank you for VJing. And then I have to show you the shenanigans that I've been doing as a follow-up.
Can we put the community version in there maybe?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Like afterwards.
That was a big part of this. Yeah.
We like I feel like both are kind of an important part of the story.
Yeah. So now I told you a little bit about
we'll do the original first.
Yeah, and I've told you a bit about Iron Mouse in our back and forths.
Yes.
This is an individual who struggles with their health and was pursuing opera, and ended up with an autoimmune condition. It's quite severe. Has, through the generosity of the VTuber space, only recently been able to afford the care necessary to start the process of walking. So lots of challenges. Oops. So I think we're all trying to control it. There we go. So this was written by a composer who I wouldn't mind at some point introducing you to. Who's another VTuber by the name of Starlight Daryl. I've actually been singing some of her music. She's actually I commissioned a piece for her to write for me and another VTuber as well. But this is Daryl wrote this, and Wonderiku did the lyrics. Iron Mouse is the singer, and Yam Albat was the orchestral assistant.
Yeah, this was live recorded by the Budapest Scoring Orchestra, which is an insane thing for a VTuber to be able to do. But like if you just want an indication of like how much people love Iron Mouse and how much people like connect with her story and everything that she's been through.
Yeah,
like
really
the fact that she's able to make something like that happen, where she can hire a composer and an orchestrator and then just a full-on orchestra to record an original opera song, is so cool.
Yeah. Iron Mouse was also like showed her like recovery very, very vulnerably, like live streamed a lot of her vocal recovery and a lot of the recovery of her health as a VTuber. So no one knows what she looks like, and those who know better than to inquire. So that the the VTubing thing allows for a lot of anonymity. So yeah. Anyway, this is Music Box of Fate.
Endless nights, through every nightmare alone and afraid. Round it would play the music box of fate. Then one day, when every melody had been played, through your voice, my world was born. Empty space, then filled with such endless joy and express. When love conquered hate, now hate consumes again. You went to hell and back, my friend. Now tirelessly I'll fight till I see your face again. Amen. Even though apart, nothing else could sway my heart. From the start, you shone brighter than heaven's star. Through the fire and the light, against the wills of God, we'll fight, chasing the sound. Oh, as your song eternally bound to you. I go to hell and back again. Heaven and earth I'd move and then. For you every single sin I'd repent. But it's too late to pretend. There's a chance I could ever be forgiven. So with the last of the strength in my heart, I'd burn it all for you. Nothing else can sway my heart. From the start, you shone brighter than heaven's star. Even far apart, nothing will sway my heart. Your music box flames louder than the dying stars. Through the fire and the light, against the wills of God, we'll fight, chasing the sound. Oh, as your sun rays eternally bound to you, forever I'll burn for you. So with the last of the strength in my heart, I
Never gets old.
Yeah.
Absolutely never gets old.
Yeah. So the
Very epic.
yeah. It wasn't so without getting too into it, pieces come to mean quite a bit to me because Dad passed.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't realize that.
Thanks. Yeah. So so I had a pretty visceral reaction to the music, given the lyrics,
Sure.
and given Iron Mouse's story as well. I've not been, I haven't given explicit details, but I have people communicated that there's been a history of health issues for me. So so yeah, it got real personal.
Sure.
So yeah, to be asked to sing this, I'm going to be the first one to sing it live in person. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
This was released 9 months ago, Rosa. This track.
Something like that. I think it was around it's almost a year ago at this point. It was like June, July, I think.
Gotcha. So for reference, this also timed with for the community for the VTubing space.
Yeah.
The release of this track coincided with something that was actually quite difficult. You want to take that, Rosa?
I can give some context on
there.
that. So basically, a lot of content creators will either be a part of or get brought on by a talent agency who helps them manage their stuff and reach out to other companies for partnerships and sponsorships and merchandise and all that kind of stuff, so that you can focus on the actual content creation part, right? And the VTubing space has a couple of these agencies that are specifically targeting the VTubing space. And Iron Mouse was a part of one of that. She was the one of the founding members of a agency called VShojo. Now, VShojo was, in the eyes of the public, doing really, really well for quite a long time, was one of the giants in the space. But they were starting to have severe money issues a couple of years in. Now, they were lucky that Iron Mouse was as successful as she was, because Iron Mouse believed in that venture so heavily that she basically just kept it running. But there came a point where that was no longer possible. And then what she found out was that when she did a month-long charity event raising money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation, exactly to benefit people like her who suffer from primary immunodeficiencies, she raised about $500,000 in that time. And it turns out that the company never ended up donating that money to charity, but pocketed it instead to pay for whatever things they needed to still pay for. Obviously, the moment that Iron Mouse found that out, she made a public statement about it. The company went under that very same day. And so she went independent. And right around that time is when this song was being finalized in production. So this song has a lot of extra meanings for her especially, but also a lot of people in this space. And because of everything that happened, then a lot of fundraisers basically started in her name. And I believe within 48 hours, the community had raised $1 million. So not only was it that all that money that was raised for charity was raised back, but it was doubled.
And also,
that's incredible.
Yeah. The extra sting here is that this organization is the Immune Deficiency Foundation. This organization played a big part in Iron Mouse's ability to live, let alone recover.
Yeah.
So it's really personal. So a big part of the way that this community healed from that was actually work that that Rosa played a big part in, as well as Wonderiku, who wrote the lyrics, as well as Saber does a lot of my audio and has been doing mix for my cover of Music Box of Fate. We want to load up the community cover at this point.
And I'll give some extra context as well. Obviously, when a lot of fundraisers were started up in Iron Mouse's name, a lot of us were thinking oh, is there something that we can do? And then Riku, the lyricist of this song, approached me, and he's like, I want to do a cover of this song, invite as many people from Iron Mouse's community to sing on it as possible, and then in secret invite a bunch of her close friends from this space to sing it as well. And then we will release that as a single, which all of the proceeds from that, and there will be a fundraiser alongside it, will go directly to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. We actually worked with the Immune Deficiency Foundation directly to transfer the rights of that song to them. Like, it's not even ours anymore, it's theirs. So all the royalties and everything go straight to them.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about it is that we didn't just want to just have it be a regular cover. So what we did is we reached out to the VTuber Symphony Orchestra, which is basically a collection of VTubers who all play different orchestral instruments. Actually, it was very funny because the VTSO director was literally in my chat 5 minutes ago. I don't know if Azure is still here.
Oh, funny.
But I literally saw them pop in 5 minutes ago. So incredible segue. But we reached out to them asking, hey, would you guys want to re-record this instrumental? And so the orchestrator, Yam Albat, helped adapt it for the instrumentalists of the VTSO. So they recorded the whole thing. We got to mix effectively as live of an orchestra as you can get without it all being in the same room.
Sure.
And then on top of that, from Iron Mouse's community, we just literally asked anyone, if you want to sing this final chorus, record it. Here's the instructions. Submit your recording to this Google form. We will process it, and we will put you in a large choir with, I believe the final total was 126 people.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
So I will pull that up right now.
Yeah.
Let's add that to playlist. Let's put that screen share back up. There we go.
Endless nights through every nightmare alone and afraid.
What you're about to
So
see
these
is
will all be different friends of Iron Mouse, yeah.
Gotcha.
yeah, all VTubers, yeah, with the exception of one.
Almost all VTubers.
Almost all VTubers, yeah.
Almost.
Almost.
One day, when every melody had been played,
Through your voice, my world was found. Empty space, and there was such endless joy in its place. Where love conquered hate, now hate consumes again.
We'll explain this later. We'll explain what that is.
tirelessly offered till I see your face again. Amen.
Such a lovely voice, though.
Yeah, yeah. And quick
We
thing.
get a couple seconds of flesh jump scare.
Yeah.
Even far apart, nothing else could sway my heart. From the start, you shone brighter than any star. Chasing the sound, oh, as your song resounds, eternally bound to you.
I go to hell and back again.
That's the composer.
Nothing else can sway my heart.
Oh, Connor.
From the start, you shone brighter than heaven's star.
This is the choir of 120.
Yeah. Yeah.
For that cover specifically, that took us about 2 months to produce start to finish. I've had lengthy talks with Lesage on stream about how that all went down, because it was a very involved process, because obviously our ethos with it was kind of, we want anyone to be able to contribute to this, even people who are like, who've never tried singing into a microphone before, right? So obviously you're gonna get submissions that are all over the place, both in like singing ability and recording quality. Right. So we had like an extensive.
Give me a second. Steve, do you mind rejoining Zoom for me?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, one second.
You're good. You're good. There will always be jank. That will always happen.
Always be jank.
Always be jank. The chat. Steve is so patient and still as he's frozen. Yeah. All right. How are we doing?
There we go.
There we go.
I feel like on my computer, when I switch between video platforms is when it freezes.
I think we might be better off, Rosa, killing video.
Killing video?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't have to ask me twice.
Yeah. So
Right.
try not to
It's
do
dead.
display capture. All right. The only thing, Steve, is I'm having. Can you talk some, Steve, a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted
were
to
we?
relay this, that Starlight Daryl, the composer, is entirely self-taught.
Cool.
So no education there, formally. Plays the shit out of guitar though. So like really good.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you remember, Steve. I have a penchant for the absurd, if you recall.
Yes.
Yeah. So I wanted to show you something that I ended up doing. And this is like, I got into the rap music. I'm a rapper.
Oh no.
I'm a rapper.
Here we
now.
go.
Okay. My rap name is Chronic Caucasian Man.
Chronic
Nice.
cocket.
Yeah. It's terminal. It's a
Yep.
fatal condition. The
it's
level
not
of caucasity is outrageous.
Mm.
I'll have you know. So I'm gonna play for you the diss track from
You
the
need to
diss.
at least give some context.
I don't know if I
beforehand.
want to give context, because I don't think the context is going to help explain the absurdity of what happened, because it's all insane. All right, but I'll try. But
Which
like,
one
if
do
you
you
don't
play? You
follow
play
it,
the
by
first
the
one
way,
first?
and if my explanation doesn't end up giving any context that makes sense to you, yeah, normal. Actually,
Right.
so, all right, there's a streamer by the name of Michi Mochibi. She's a very big streamer in this space, very big
Okay.
VTuber, content creator. I did a video on one of her songs. She had me on her stream, gave me a shout out, and is one of the reasons why I've had such like stability in this space. Stability being 2 months, but like, so she has a producer by the name of 16 and Mono. They're friends. They go back and forth. And 16 and Mono sent a diss track, really just saying, stop saying I sound like Hobo Johnson or I'll kill myself in a video game. Which is fair. I think that's a fair statement. So 16 and Mono does that. Michi, having already met me, I'm in the chat. And she said, "Wouldn't it be funny if the opera singer did a diss track?" And I said, yes, it would be funny.
I did not know that it started with Michi making that comment.
Yes.
I thought it was you. You just had the idea to. I didn't know Michi was encouraging you.
Yeah. No, she thought I was kidding. I wasn't.
No, but she didn't know you well enough.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So I make one, and it was like good. I won't show you that one because I want to get to the rest of your music. So I made that.
Okay.
All right. 16 Mono responds with like he's one of the main producers in this space. So he does really great work. As you've seen, the production quality in this space is really high.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for 16 Mono to be like one of the go-to guys in this space, the dude wrote. It was like a clown thing. It was supposed to be absurd, but the technical execution of it was.
You got cooked.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saber, who I've been working with for a lot of audio stuff, messaged me as I was listening to it on stream, and he's like, "I think we're fucked." And I said, "No, you have to believe." So we assembled.
You come back.
Yeah. So we had to assemble what I'd like to call the Vtube Avengers.
Nice.
Okay. So this is this track.
Mr. Lesage, Mono told me.
Oh.
Sorry. I had to fix that one. There we go.
Oh, now we're playing something else?
I don't know what that is.
That sounds like me, not you.
Yeah. Wrong
Wait a
track.
minute.
Wrong track. Let me pull this over here. There we go. You got it?
Mr. Lesage, Mono told me I was just an anime girl.
He did what?
Sorry, Mono.
Oh my god! 16 and Mono!
No, Mono didn't actually say that, Mr. Lesage.
There we go. I had to mute you, Steve, just because it doubled the audio, but when it's done.
Such an instigating piece of shit.
You're tuned in to 67.9 E-Boy Radio, your one-stop shop for romance and love. Keep it locked.
Latest rapper. I haven't actually seen this video yet.
Yeah. We just released the video today, but the track's been done for a bit.
Dude, Saber cooked, I
Only lines I'm crossing is the X upon your face on my hit list. The post on your ex, it's a waste of a misclick. Tick, tick. You brought a gun to an explosive. Quick, quick. You better run before you blow this. 16 and Mono.
This is, I don't rap often. It's my second time ever rapping.
Shout out Mickey D's. I see you long for the mods like a kitten. Let me speak a language that you know. Get some bits in. I see a crown, the crown of your head before I sit down before you speak, cause I can tell you gotta. The only thing I could see you take down is your diss when I'm done. I got anime girls making disses for fun. I can see you being pissed, you always say you're number one. You seem tired of my diss, so let's let the beat run.
Mono, hate to say it, but you fucked up. Now you fucked up. If your game, you should play it. You're the one I'll try to one up. There's money on the track, you sung. Kicking back, don't care about what you say. E.T., baby, I love you. But Mono, we're gonna make you break.
Looked you up in Merriam-Webster. Here, found you under the definition for butthurt. You heard me correctly, cleaned my flow up nicely. Went too heavy on the beat for you to take it lightly. Are you tired? Let me break it down before you break. Listening to your diss, I could tell it's a mistake. The mistake you risk take, huh? You see, I could tell that you're a hazard by the way you abuse tape. That's a proper protocol for a crime scene. I'll have you searching my bars for a new rhyme scheme. You can try to step to me and my team, but I'll have you tripping on my lines until you're caught being. Calling for backup, get on the radio. Enough with the mono, we're making it stereo. Listen up, I'm talking to you, son. There's a time for us to hit it, go you, sir.
Let's go. Hey, Mono, hate to say it, but you fucked up. Yeah, you fucked up. If your game, you should play it. You're the one that try to one up. Come on, these stack on tracks. You could not keep up with the drama. Plus me that book, I write your name. Keep your break if you wanna go, 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 go.
This is Daryl on guitar.
Starlight
need that video snippet with like my massage reaction.
Hey mom, no hate to say it, but you fucked up when you showed
that's Michi.
up. If your game, you should play it. You're the one I'm trying to one up. Got money, stacks on tracks. You could not keep up with the drama. Pass me the book, I'll write your name. Give you a break if you wanna go, 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 go. I don't know what this beef is about.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
No notes really.
No.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, does context really make this better?
Yeah, no, I don't really think it does.
Yeah.
It needs no introduction. It is the finest of fine art.
Yeah.
Frankly, had I had something like this on my recital, I think it would have gone better.
I would have
Yeah?
loved to have seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine Dr. Gratis might have been a little guffawed, but yeah. Anyway, so how's the last 2 months for you? How's it been?
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, I have whiplash.
That's insane. Yeah. So
He's
how long
a
did it take
different
to
man
put
now.
that together?
About 2 weeks because we ended up waiting on. We just like people kept kind of joining in on this thing.
Mhm.
So yeah, like so Yusan. I don't like to talk. They're an incredible recording artist and have done a lot of brilliant work. But like for shorthand, just so you understand, like they have like 500,000 YouTube subscribers and do a lot of videos. Their work is excellent.
Yeah.
To put it in perspective, as someone who's been working in this space for many years at this point, like I work as a vocal producer and audio engineer. So like I have a bucket list of voices that I would love to work with at some point, right? And like they are in the top 5 of that list, and they have been for years. Like their voice is incredible. So I am incredibly jealous that this man sends 3 fucking messages and just gets them to hop in on a diss track. It's really funny.
Yeah.
But like, how did you do that?
I mean, like, so my commitment to the bit, it kind of has become my reputation.
Knows no bounds.
Yeah. So like, in the diss track preceding this, the Mono's response, he called out every one of the mods, Michi's mods, in the lyrics. And so Pharaoh, who is the head mod for Michi, was like, okay. So we're gonna throw down the gauntlet. And then I think Pharaoh like told Yusan. No, you know what it was? Mono showed the track, and then
To
Yusan live on stream, and Pharaoh told me that was happening. So I hopped in the chat and I was like, hey, by the way, I'm a professional singer. This rap thing is not really what I do. I wish we met under different contexts, because I swear I'm not.
I swear I'm cooler than this.
Yeah. So, which is like kind of a lie, but it's easier to trick people to think I'm cooler when it's not a diss track with the whitest shit you've ever heard. So, so they were like, "Oh, you're not singing. Oh, that's so cool. Can I be on the diss track?" Because this is fun.
Does make so much sense. Yeah, you saw the state. Like hearing that now, I'm like, yeah, that does check out.
Yeah, so
it's really funny.
Yeah, so then I was in the process. Monty Bagel is a big songwriter in the space. Does a lot of people's music. So we were in conversation. I was interviewing her about her EP. I was going to have her on, and so we were just in talks. And I was like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And she was like, "Yeah, that sounds funny."
Yeah.
So, yeah. The next time I get a diss track, I'll hit you up, Steve.
There you go. Right.
Yeah. Gotta top the Avengers at some point. We bring out the old roommates.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. But like, yeah. I hope you don't mind. I told a little bit about your story, Steve, on stream, talking about you, where you, man. I just remember year 1, freshman year, right? Like, rejected from the composition program, despite your music. I thought, and I told you at the time, I thought it was very special stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, but the first time didn't get in, and
now you teach there.
Yeah.
Now you're a professor. Professor Dr. Crino.
There you go, right?
Yeah. So congrats, dude.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I'd love to hear a little bit more about. We should probably find another time to catch up so I don't like dox you. But like, I see a violin. You pick up violin?
No, I wish. I really wish. I have it because it's more so that when I write, I find I've been collecting instruments kind of. I got a violin, I got a guitar, there's a cello in the case over there that I built, and
Okay.
I got a drum
Nice.
set over here.
Wait, you built a cello?
I did, yeah. I built a cello in grad school. It was like part of a class, and it was a history of musical instruments class that was like half lecture and half like woodshop lab. And so we
Right.
collabed with the engineering department at Hopkins to kind of like, get plans and kind of do things with some supervision. And we built
Hopkins
instruments.
University.
What's that?
Hopkins University?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, just casual. All right. The engineering department at fucking Hopkins University to build a cello. All right. No, continue.
But yeah, we
That's
basically, yeah, it was cool. It was really fun, and yeah, like basically like different groups kind of, and our group was like the only one that really got to finish it. Well, like basically the semester was not long enough to actually
Sure.
complete them, so I continued on in the spring with another one of my group members, and then he peeled off as well. And then I finished it in the summer, and so I got to take it home, which was great. And it works. It's like a fully functioning instrument and everything. So the reason I collect instruments now because it's so much easier to write for instruments when you can hold them and just put them in your hands and just kind of, you start thinking. I primarily write at the piano or just kind of
Yeah.
pen and paper, just kind of thinking it through. That is going to give you certain results and certain tendencies that are not always directly reflective of what the instruments do best, And
Yeah.
For
so
sure.
certain, like certain hand shapes and different things that I gravitate towards, that, it's just,
They don't make
you have
sense
to
on other
find-
instruments.
yeah, it wouldn't make sense on another instrument, exactly. And so it's nice to kind of just get out of that space a little bit and just go, okay, like let me put my hands on a violin and just kind of like see what this feels like, and do quick checks on things. And there's also something to be said for, obviously, when you write music, at least in my opinion, I want players to enjoy the process of making music and like actually making sound
Sure.
and everything. And so, Ian, you and I have talked about this extensively with writing for the voice of like, really setting singers up for success and getting to know their instrument. And so that way they really enjoy what they're singing and it feels, tailor-made to their instrument. But I think the same thing is true for every other instrument too. It's just like you want to make sure that you understand what things kind of feel like to actually play, and if that's an enjoyable experience versus something that's maybe slightly awkward, or I've had that experience when I've played through like folks music where the piano writing is just like a little tricky, It's not that it's
Yeah.
unplayable or
And
like
it
bad or
becomes a
anything
little
like that, but
frustrating.
it just, you notice it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You notice when someone hasn't gotten their hands on the instrument themselves. So you try your best to mitigate that as much as possible, and I find having instruments is really helpful with that. So
That's very fair.
So you built a cello. Okay. All right. By the way,
I did build the cello.
by the way, that you are the only one who finished it is so you.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, so like I joke about having no chill. Steve also has no chill. This is why we get along.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
no, I
context.
had to. I was like, I can't take home half a cello. That's
I was gonna
just
say,
not
what are you gonna do
work.
with half a cello?
What am I gonna do with it? I can't do anything with it. So
That
I
reminds
was
me-
like, I gotta finish this. I've always loved building stuff. I mean, like I built I built my bookshelf over here as well, and like, I like doing that stuff. So to me, it was just like, it's just a continuation of. I love making things. You know what I mean? I make music. I build things. It's just kind of what I love to do, and so I was like, I can't leave this alone. I gotta see it through and then write some music on it, which has been really fun. I've written some solo cello music and kind of used it as inspiration. So that's been kind of fun too.
This reminds me of a story when we were studying La Scala Cantorum. You wanted that wine bottle open. You would not be denied.
Oh my God, I haven't thought about that in years.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's such a good memory.
So
though.
like I ended up because I was the only one who could really kind of sort of navigate French. So I was able to find a bottle opener after this event by like asking around and actually talking to folks. But we had bought a bottle of wine, and we were studying. Like a lot of us got there on scholarship and stuff like that. We were in France, and
Okay.
and we wanted a bottle of wine, and we had it in front of us, and Steve would not be denied. So he stabbed the cork
No.
until we got it open. Just like I was like, even I was like, I don't know, maybe we could just wait on it. You're like, no.
No. No, like that to me is like, so like I'm the person when like I have sisters, if one of their necklaces got tangled, like I'm the one who's like, let me solve it. Like I like that stuff. Like I like solving puzzles like that. And so to me, that's how I saw it. I was like, this is just an engineering problem. Like that's all it is. And like,
How do we fix
I'm
it
like,
with a knife in the core?
yeah, I'm like, I just need the right tool for the job here, given my, what I have to choose from, which was kind of like a communal kitchen in one of these like kind of communal
like a
housing
dorm.
places that we were staying at for this, and so a butter knife was the best option. It wasn't, if I could have
Was it a
gone
great
to,
option?
the hardware store, I think I would have found something else, or maybe just a regular old bottle opener probably would have been the first pick. But
It was a butter knife, by the way.
But the butter knife had to work. It
Yeah.
had to work, and so it did.
Yeah. So this is the segue to go into your music, because that's how you treat counterpoint. That's why you have fun with it.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
So like you treat counterpoint like a cork that needs to be butter knifed to open up the flow of wine that is your music.
No one's explained it to me that way before, but I like it. Yeah, there you go.
No one's really as good as me, Steve.
Well,
Okay, well, let's not.
Sorry, tenor energy. Got to put it away.
Yeah, tone it down, buddy. Tone it down. That's why I'm here.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Although it's funny, you're also a tenor, but although I guess no, I don't know. It depends. You can sing some tenor stuff. But let's VJ this stuff. Let's get another piece of yours up.
Sure.
And at some point, it'd be dope to work together again. I wouldn't mind even. Do you still have your song cycle that you wrote? That's a long time ago.
No, I mean I would say like, no, not really. I mean, I think I've Somewhere Back of the Sun for baritone, which is one of the excerpts today, is kind of like the song cycle I tend to. That's kind of like the biggest song cycle I've written so far. I have some smaller songs and stuff, but I haven't written for tenor in a while, unfortunately. I would like to change that. But
I mean, I'm down to be available for anything. Yeah, and yeah, I can show you in a bit like where I'm at vocally nowadays. It's definitely much improved since undergrad.
Nice.
But
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
let's hear your stuff. I want to hear.
Sure. Can we do? Can we maybe do a stay for a while?
Yeah, absolutely.
Could I give some context to this?
No, the diss track and
We have to go with the
an
diss
hour
track
of your
model.
time talking about my chronic caucasity and music box rate. No, you don't get context. It goes one way over here, Steve. Yeah,
I
it's
see.
fine. That's fine.
Forgive me for overstepping.
Okay, Lasaj, you deafen. Steve, you give me the context.
Yeah, exactly. But like basically, so this is part of a.
Just want to cue it out.
This is part of a larger opera called Six Autumns on the Hudson that I wrote. It's about a 70-minute opera, kind of one-act kind of experience, and so this scene is kind of at like the kind of apex of the story. So the general premise is two artists, Edith Cook and Susie Barstow, who are real artists, historical figures, but this story is not a real story. But basically in the opera, they take a yearly canoe trip through the Hudson River Valley, which is like the area that they paint and painted as actual artists. And so it's basically each scene of the opera is like a particular cross section of their lives kind of taking this trip, like so after like 10 years and then another 10 years kind of thing. And so we see this like progression of friendship and also kind of understanding about themselves and what they like, kind of why they make art and how that's changed and how they've kind of grown perhaps towards it in some ways and away from it in other ways. And also how they've changed their relationship towards each other. And so one of the big themes of the opera is very much like being present with people, instead of kind of being around people and not really actually seeing them, if that makes sense, like kind of like be like really like seeing them for who they are and being in the space with them. And so this scene, they've kind of had a big fight, and as they're kind of heading towards the shoreline, they hit the shoreline, and Edith is kind of left alone on the boat after Susie has walked away. And she says the lines, if you work so hard to get somewhere, why not stay for a while? And in the libretto, that is one line,
so
and then it goes
libretto,
on to the next.
for those who don't know, libretto is basically the words of the opera and the lyrics. So just a, yeah.
Totally. Yeah, so it's just that's exactly right. And so one of the challenges as an opera composer is when you read a text, you've got to decide, how you want to set that text, right? And so there's a million ways you could choose to set a text. And so this was one of these situations where in the original kind of play, that line, you work so hard to get somewhere, why not stay for a while, is just one line, and then it goes on to a new scene, like a new decade of the journey, basically. And I felt like that worked in a play context, but not in an opera context. I felt like there needed to be more. That line is doing so much work in the story, and it's really, and so I felt like in that moment, that line could be used more as a vehicle to express a larger plea that Edith has towards Susie in this moment, which is to like stay with her and be present with her. So the whole aria is just that line reworked in different ways to kind of get at something larger than the actual words themselves. Does that make sense? So
I'm just
trying to set an emotional situation and more so than just the words.
I'm impressed that you've clearly familiarized yourself with narrative devices and just the overall theater of opera in a way that you've leveled up, as I imagine one would, given how long it's been. But yeah,
after when you write a few operas, something gets picked up, right? But yeah. So this was one of these scenes that I was very proud of because of that that kind of thing, where I really felt like this was a scene where I love the play on its own. I think it's a wonderful piece of theater, independent of opera. But this was one of these scenes that I was very, very happy with because I felt like opera took this scene further than maybe the play did, or at least put it in a different context, kind of shed different light on it. So anyway, so we can listen to it, but I just wanted to put that context to it.
Lesage, I think you need to mute Steve again so that the audio doesn't come through. There we go.
Thank you. I know this singer.
You work so hard to get somewhere. Why not stay for a while? You work so hard to get somewhere. Why not stay for a while? Stay
Man, Casey sounds great.
Don't forget to unmute Steve.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, forgot what I was doing in life for a second. She sounds great, man.
Thank you. Yeah, she does. She did an amazing job with that piece.
Yeah, she really took care on the delivery of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, her acting abilities have always been so
Yeah.
just like so convincing, so strong, and so it's I'm very lucky to collaborate with her so consistently with this, and yeah, I mean that's a great example of a scene where like again I tried my best as a composer to set the emotional goal and kind of inner world of that character, but I think Casey then embodies it, and that's so difficult to do, and and so it's she really just thankful that she sung it. So
Let me real quick get that link and throw it into chat so people can check it out. Casey is someone that I also went to temple with, and is a singer, obviously. But yeah, you needn't say expand on anything if you don't want to, though I am curious, but that might be just something we catch up on later. But yeah, man, that's great.
yeah, she's also my wife, just to clarify.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if I just, yeah.
Just in case that wasn't. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. I didn't
so
want to. I
she and
didn't
I
want to
are
do that
married.
for you because you know what I mean. Like I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
that's
for sure. But yeah,
that's Steve's wife. Yeah.
yeah. So it's my wife. We've collaborated together for a decade now, and so
Nice.
Yeah.
she was also in the tire swing, the stretching towards the sky scene as well. So
Oh, that was her doing all that acrobatic stuff. Jeez.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That is not easy.
that
really
is
cool.
not easy. No, she makes that look easy, but
Yeah. Not at
But
all.
yeah, something that the two of us have been doing is kind of merging opera with dynamic circus, and so that has been.
And that's the
so
opera
Tire
company that
Swing is-
you guys have.
Correct. Yeah, the Circus Opera Company. Yeah. So so the Tire Swing, which that scene was an excerpt, was one of the bigger pieces we've done for that. We've got another kind of in the works right now that I'm writing, and Casey's working with an artist to kind of get them acclimated to the circus and stuff and everything. So
Yeah.
so stay tuned.
Nice. Do you want to jump right into the next one?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So the other piece here is an excerpt from my song cycle, Somewhere Back of the Sun. So we've presented these in reverse chronological order. So the Tire Swing was 2024. Stay
That's
for
funny,
a While
that's-
was
that's-
2023, and then this one is 2020. So with a date like 2020, you can kind of see where it's probably going. But so this was kind of this piece was commissioned during the pandemic, and the entire song cycle is kind of a reflection on that moment and everything, kind of all the different emotions that were circling during a very obviously uncertain and dark moment. This song, The Echoing Green, it actually kind of goes into a small song, House of Dreams, at the end. But basically, this section of the cycle is kind of about like a loss of innocence, essentially. And so the song before this is kind of about seeing folks from your childhood in your dreams. And so this song is kind of the culmination of that, and so you're essentially in a dream for this song. And if you read the text on its own, it's actually like a very merry text.
Sorry. He's
No,
very
that's-
needy. He was not going to stop jumping if I didn't.
No, you got to feel the need there, right?
No, this is Blitz.
Let's.
Blitz, yeah. Because he attacks with
cute.
affection.
Oh my God, so adorable.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
Yeah, so basically this text is actually a pretty kind of merry text in general, and it's very much kind of like but also very nostalgic and kind of like the joys when we were girls and boys, kind of on the green kind of thing. And I felt like the coming home during COVID, kind of been living at home for a while, kind of just, kind of stirred up that returning to, your moment as a kid and
Yeah.
how different the world is from then. And so I set the text in a very kind of like a somber way, and it's almost like an acknowledgement of like this is no longer here, and it's kind of like a certain lamenting of that in some ways, but also, that's the moment. And so yeah, and then it blends with another text by Rilke that and you'll hear kind of this like the everything kind of clears out, and then it's just this small like note that kind of like cascades down very slowly, and the line that goes with that is, "Let us watch the sun go down." And so my goal there was to kind of musically depict a sunset, like this like very gradual
Right.
descent happening through this moment there. So so those are a couple things to kind of listen to while listening to the song.
Okay.
So, Rosa, do you mind VJing that one?
Is it in the queue already?
Yep.
What was the name of this one?
This is On the Echoing Green, or it might be Somewhere Back of the Sun, depending
Somewhere
on
Back
what
of the
comes
Sun.
in.
Yes, I got it.
Cool.
The sun does arise, and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and thrush the birds of the bush sing louder around to the bells' cheerful sound, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. Old John with white hair, Old John with white hair, does laugh away care, sitting under the oak, among the old folk. They laugh at our play, and soon they all say, On the echoing green, such were the joys, such were the joys, when we all girls and boys in our youth time were seen on the echoing Come, let us watch the sun go down. Let us watch the sun go down, and walk in twilight through the orchards green. Does it not seem as if we had for long collected, saved, and harbored within us old memories, old memories, old memories.
Ooh, man. That's a good low note from Chris.
I built a little house of dreams and fenced it all around, but still I heard the wind of truth that roared without.
The way that you progressed using the upper range of the piano. And sorry. Oh yeah. So the way you progressed using the upper range of the piano kind of shows to me like, you're disclosing a little bit of your jazz chops with the comping. And using him.
It's interesting you say that. In some ways, I totally, because there's always like a bit of a tension between things that are very like cerebral and like planned out. So we were kind of talking about like counterpoint before is a great example, right? And then you know, being so I also really love to improvise, and so there's always this tension in my music that it's not something that I've really used. It's not like things that I've intentionally separated. It's just two things that I really love to do, and they both serve, I think, different purposes when writing. And so oftentimes those kinds of like kind of planing down things, I often do. You know, kind of improvise those at first, and then just to get like I find the pacing is really feels really smooth when I just play it and kind of hear it in the moment. And then sometimes I'll go back and transcribe things like that, and then maybe I will make edits and be really like, once I get like the pacing, then I go, okay, let's actually look at like every single chord and make sure that that's as strong as it could be and everything. So yeah, and that's one of those moments like where it kind of like finds its way down, where I definitely that was more of an improvisatory moment that I then again like notated and polished. So yeah, I mean, I totally hear that.
When you wrote this, was it for Chris in mind? Because Chris has always had this like really, if it's the same Chris I'm thinking about, he's always had like a really nice, lush, resonant low. So doing what you did with the piano is a really nice way to highlight that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, and this was written, so CJ commissioned this specifically.
Gotcha.
This was for his like master's recital, but it was, because it was during COVID, it was going to be done virtually, or like it was like a capstone project. It kind of was several things that kind of lumped into one. I'm not sure, Ian, if your viewers can see the video of this as well, of that the sketch that's on the
it's on the screen.
They can. Okay, great. So that was actually part of the project, which was kind of cool. Was what CJ did was basically he commissioned me to write the piece. I wrote it for him. He worked it up, all that stuff, and then I believe recorded it and then gave it to a visual artist to sketch and create something as they were listening to the piece. So that image that you see is actually was sketched in the moment while listening to the song cycle, which I thought was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to feature it, you know, and I honestly think it really captures to me it really captures the piece, and I can't quite explain why, but it just, when I saw it I was like, yeah, that feels right to me. You know? So
visual artists are wizards to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to show you one thing, because like after listening to that, I don't want to be like I do diss tracks now, because that's not quite
sure.
So I want to send you something because I don't have it up on YouTube yet.
Okay.
This is something that I just did recently. This was so I met a singer through this space that I absolutely love working with, by the name of Bajiru.
Great.
And she is a ridiculously talented singer, and we're gonna have to do like a 3, 2, 1 countdown. I'm throwing the file up in Zoom chat. You might have to download it.
Just saw.
Yeah, and then so for that we're gonna have to do like a 3, 2, 1, play the thing. So let me know when you're good.
Okay.
The context to this is Daryl again. So Starlight Daryl composed Music Box of Fate. This is from her orchestral music. She wrote this about, this particular piece is about like the heat death of the universe. And she did not conceive of it with any sort of opera chorus in mind. But her audience really, and Baji's audience and my audience really wanted us to do something with it. So this is more of where I'm at now.
Cool.
Aside from the rap music.
Right.
So let me know when you got it, and we'll do a 3, 2, 1 on it.
Yeah, I've got it here. It looks like it's gonna be like a click to download. I don't know if that's gonna.
It just downloads a file.
It just downloads the file. Yeah, it's a WAV file.
Okay, cool. I'll click on that now, so that way I can hit play if we're gonna try and time it.
Yeah, it's got to be on your computer. Yeah, for sure.
Great. All right, so let me just downloading now.
And just to explain to everybody, and just to remind everybody, thank you for having patience.
There it is. Where did that go, though? Hold on.
I was going to explain your tech chops. I was going to say, remember,
to MacBooks, which automatically play files when you download them.
That's insane. I actually didn't know that.
Now I know where it is. I am ready to hit play
Okay.
All right.
when need be. So you just let me know.
Same.
All right. We're gonna do the 3, 2, 1, and then when I say press, we'll click it. All right. 3, 2, 1, press.
Oh, Daryl.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Finally found a use for that fucking high F. Yeah, I've been able to do that for a really long time, but it's not aesthetically appropriate in opera, but it felt right here, so I finally
Felt right there. Yeah.
finally had an
absolutely.
opportunity to show that thing off.
Totally. Oh my god, that's like so much fun. Like, who was doing the guitar? Like behind
That's Daryl.
Daryl.
That's Daryl.
That was Daryl. Oh,
Yeah,
it sounded
yeah.
great. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
Daryl is not
shredding.
only a composer, but she also shreds quite
Yeah.
a
like
bit.
a fucking
one might say.
maniac. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, yeah, that is so much fun. Like, so did you did you receive that track and then sing over it, or was it like?
So yeah, so I received the
was it
track.
composed through, or okay.
Yeah. So Starlight Fantasia is entirely instrumental. I mean, there's some vocal parts in it and stuff like that, but that track is all instrumental. And then what happened was that was sent to Baji. Does a thing on her stream where people can redeem, if they're active in chat, they can redeem something where they just send her a track and she just like, without hearing it, just sings over it. So that was that.
Vocal improv, yeah.
Yeah, they call it vocal improv, right? So, it's like it's just a couple chords, right? So she did a great job, I think, bringing out like the motifs and stuff like that with that.
Oh, totally. Yeah, it felt, and it's like it felt very just like very like free, but at the same time, like the pacing of it was like just right and everything.
Yeah. That's to me what was more impressive. Like it's one thing to like, because Daryl opens up with the chord progression, Baji listens to it, and it would be one thing to just follow the chords, but like I think Baji did a lot more than that.
Totally.
And then the having the high note at the 2/3 mark, like it was, Baji's really also not trained at all. So
no, it's also nice to hear like because you've got like clear chord progressions and stuff, but like you have all this really fast, dense kind of guitar behavior, like hyper picking and like really just kind of shredding and stuff. So it was nice to have something that was like a long line, like
a legato
over
throughout
that.
it,
It just those complement each other really nicely, and so it kind of like pulled through the song in a way where it doesn't like, and I mean this in a good way, like it doesn't sound very long like the song,
Yeah.
because like I
Yeah.
think that the which I always say is the way you want it to be. If it sounds long, then maybe it's a little slow. But that it sounds when it sounds like, oh, that was like 5 minutes, I felt like two. That's good. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But I think part of that is because of those long lines over the top, like you have like there's a longer trajectory that you're listening for with those kind of moving, and so it kind of pulls you through in a way where it just makes it move like your experience of it seems faster, you know.
Yeah,
and
and
so I
that
thought it worked
made
really well.
yeah. I had to kind of find a way to go with the in betweens, because like yeah. So that it was that track, then Baji, and then I got both of those. So then I had to figure something out because so like yeah. So I have Daryl doing that stuff, and then I have Baji doing the other stuff, and it felt like had I just matched those longer tones, you know, then I'm, you know, what am I doing melodically? So I played with some motifs that I heard in the instrumentation and tried to do what I could there. And then we just threw that together.
Yeah, I thought it worked. I thought it was really fun and like
Yeah.
sounded really great, and like everything, even if things were improvised, like if it when you hear it, it sounds all very intentional and like woven together in a way where it's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's all complete at this point, you know.
That means a lot because yeah, I vibed the shit out of this. I was just like, I hope that works.
Yeah, no, but,
yeah.
and that's what I mean. Kind of circling back to I was kind of saying before about like this tension between being very cerebral and kind of deliberate with what you're making, and just improvising and just like reacting to what you're making. And I think that I think they both offer really important insights into how we make things. And you know, at this point, I think there maybe was a time where I would have only been in like the cerebral side of things, but now I'm very open in both directions with this, where I'm just like, I think you gotta use all the tools in the toolkit, you know what I mean? And they get you different things, and that's wonderful. Like, and you know, and the compliment I find, at least personally, is really strong. But again, everybody has their own toolkit in that sense. But I think improvising, you know, should be, personally, I think it should be in everybody's toolkit, but that's maybe a strong opinion. But
no, I'm
yeah,
actually
but I
in
think it's
agreement.
great.
I think you lose out on too much when you can't play with ideas in real time.
Yeah.
So true. And there's something to be said for, you know, sometimes when you improvise, you learn how much less you actually have to do in the best way.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when you have a blank page, there is this feeling, and I see this with a lot of younger composers too, where there's this need to fill the space. Like in a dense way, and they see a blank space as like an opportunity to fill it. And I actually think sometimes you learn to do less, or to get to be effective with less, essentially. And I think
more out
improvising
of
actually,
silence and emptiness. Yeah.
yeah, and like, you know, silence and emptiness are musical choices, and they are things to be experienced and listened to like sound. And so I find that improvising provides that a little bit more immediately, and kind of authentically, than when you are sketching everything directly. And again, I think I think there's a place for both, but I have found over the years that leaving space for improvisation has been great, and has solved a lot of musical challenges, you know. Hey, I am just looking at the time.
I know.
I've got
Yeah, I was gonna
5:04 on
say,
my
you
end,
gotta
so
go.
I do gotta get going in a second. Is there anything? Are there any like questions I can answer, or anything before we
We
pack up?
could honestly. I think. Would you be down to do this again? Because
I have to like take a look and see. The summer's starting to get a little packed, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
I imagine it's
let's
going to take
talk
some
about it.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about, because like there were a lot of questions. You didn't really have an opportunity. I didn't, with all the scuff and all this stuff with the tech. We didn't really get to dig into Music Box of Fate and the sheet music and all that.
Sure.
So yeah, and I know you're a busy dude. So thank you for that. Is there anything people should check out?
Hey, can you say that again? You cut out on that one.
Yeah. Is there anything people can check out from you? Do you want me to link the
Sure.
website or?
Yeah, I would say the two places you can check things out are going to be my website, which is just my name.com, so stevencrino.com. You can check out my music there and everything. And then you can also look at my Instagram, so at steve-crino. And I would post concerts, different things, what I'm up to and stuff there. So those would probably be the two big places. And then if you're interested in the Circus Opera Company, we also have our own website, circusoperacompany.org. So you can check that out as well.
Yeah, that's awesome that you and Casey are working together and stuff. Really
Yeah, it's been super fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we'll catch up and we'll figure something out. But I know you got to
Awesome.
go, and I want to respect your time, man. Thank you so much for coming on.
Totally. Thank you for having me, guys. I appreciate it, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah. See you, man.
Sounds good. See you around, Steve.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
So hey, remember when I said I wasn't gonna stay for that whole thing?
Yeah. Oops.
I swear to God, man, I'm gonna fucking kill you one day for interfering with my schedule so much.
Yeah. I mean, it's like.
To be fair, it's your own song that's getting delayed.
Yeah. Well, like.
By me being here.
Yeah, but I like. Steve's an interesting dude.
No, he really is. That's why I stayed.
He's a really thoughtful guy. So I was really happy that he got to hear like a bunch of the stuff I was doing, because it's also like it's been so long. Yeah, he has matured in his takes and stuff like that, which makes sense. Like the improv take, he's right. He would not have been like when I heard his piece with CJ, who I also went to Temple with. I was like, dude, you're comping. The chords up top. That's your comping style. I know that style because Steve played a lot of piano for me, so yeah. No, it was great to catch up with him. I haven't talked to him in years. So
how did you reach out to him, or did he reach out to you?
I reached out to him. I wanted to reach out to folks from my past. Because I'm singing again. I might as well. And Steve's been busy, very busy. So I wanted to catch up with him.
We couldn't relate, obviously.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm assuming you're about to have Saber on, right?
Saber comes on in like 2 hours. What I gotta do is I gotta feed this dog who's chewing on something right now that he shouldn't be chewing on. And then But
all right.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna head back to work on your cover. I'm gonna punch in those takes that you send me, finish the tune timing. If anybody wants to watch that, you know where to find me. I will stay live. I don't know if you will stay live for the next few hours. Or
yeah. I'm literally just gonna
you're staying on the air too.
Yeah. So when you if you want to, we can just now that we're here, we can do Discord.
Yeah, sure.
And do it that way.
All right.
Let me close Zoom.
Disconnect from here.
Yeah, it took a shame about the scuff, but here we are.
There we go. Discord.
There we go. All right, and then we can do the. Sorry, Daryl.
We can just hold on. Boom and boom. There, that makes it easier. You have my camera. You have my screen share.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll do that in a second. Daryl asked.
I feel like that's easiest.
Yeah. Daryl asked a question real quick. All right, boosh. It's a long list of collaborators. My God. Holy. Daryl was like, "Hey, I need a list of collaborators real quick," and I was like, "Okay, here you go. Here's all like 15 people."
15 billion. Yeah.
So let's figure this out. Yay, tech.
Yippee.
Yippee. Oops. And then, so I gotta pop out that. All right. And then I gotta bring this one up, and then I gotta do the watch thing. Pop out that. There we go. All right. Now I get to do this. All right. Let me kill that.
Download those two takes from you.
We'll do window cap. Oh, that is the window cap. Bring that back. Okay, there's that. And then get rid of the display cap. Do another window cap. I'm going to need to refactor the shit out of my OBS. Like crazy.
Yup.
I'm glad you got to hear his music too. It's like
Oh, it's really interesting.
It's very I was going to say cerebral, that's not the right word. It's it's thoughtful. It's very deliberate. And it's very modern composers often feel the need to like be impressive. And Steve never
instead
gave
of
shit about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. he was always very I gotta get your resolution up. I don't know what's going on here. Your screen thing is like omega pixelated. I don't know why is that.
How's this?
There we go. Yeah. Dope. All right, we're good now. All right, I'll let you cook. I'm gonna feed
Gaming.
my dog.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for sticking around. And
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm never going to drop out of an interesting conversation. By the way, Lesage is muted on my stream. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, because I need to switch the audio sources. Thank you so much.
And so once again, thank you for doing everyone a favor.
What, me?
Yeah, for muting me. I'm a tenor.
Oh,
you're protecting the audience. I get it.
Yeah, Chad. If you want the safe stream experience, twitch.tv/rosanagacha.
Yeah. All right.
I can hear the dog.
Yeah. He's demanding, so I'm going to go do that.